YouTube, what is going on? Solution for Kicks. Back with another video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and tap, smash, punch that notification button so you know when I'm dropping another one of these. Tonight's video is called I don't feel like editing a video. If you see me peep over here, it's because my laptop is right here. Okay, it's right there. All right. It's getting crazy, you all. I've been really busy. Got a new hustle and everything like that, so I'm getting adjusted with that, with my schedule and all that. But of course, I copped the UNC threes. That was the last thing I picked up, if I'm not mistaken. Don't have anything coming in the mail. I'm actually being bombarded by these apps. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. About it is, like I said, it's getting insane with how this pandemic is affecting the culture, and as it should. There are bigger things we have going on, and as a creator, if you will, I do have to provide you with some content. The last thing I provided you with was actually some old footage that I shot March 3rd. I think I picked up the Pine Greens the weekend prior, and I wound up going to the mall just to show you all what had happened prior to what everyone's feeling right now. Like I said, just to recap that, if you missed the video, we had a mall here in San Antonio that was basically the start, the initiation of what we have going on now, via the a suspected case. You know, someone who was not fully confirmed to be free of the virus was released at the mall, and it triggered a whole lot of stuff that we're experiencing right now. So the video is titled, I was like editing the video, so I'm just going to run down some stuff with you all. Checking out YouTube lately, and because people can't move around and go and check on things and go and pick up stuff, it's hurting people. The resellers are really feeling it. I know you are. If you're a reseller right now, I know you are crying, okay? Because you can't get out to these malls and all that stuff. The plug has dried up for you. The trap is dry. Whatever nefarious, illegal, illicit activities you like to apply to sneakers, that stuff is gone for you right now. It's dry. All right. So what is your plan of action to remain relevant in the culture if you can't sell anything, if you aren't plugged in? Now, what's happening? How are you getting your shoes? How are you getting your shoes? How? We'll let that be. But just to put that out there for you all. And another thing is that Why Do You Hate Mig video is still going strong. It just crossed the 60K moment. So therefore, it is a very relevant video. And people are jumping on that. Also, another video that's popping up is the IG scammers. We're starting to see an uptick in some of these scams around here because people are hurting. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do with their money. So they're resorting to the scams. Yeah. What's up, P? EJ86. There was if you're watching, I responded to you. Just go back to the video and look at it. I did that research for you. I would not spend my money. Okay. I would not send them anything. That looks very suspect. Okay. So everybody is on here right now. You're probably teleworking. You're not at work right now. Hopefully your financial situation is not in a negative situation right now, and you've taken care of things, or you were taken care of where it's not going to hurt. I'm not feeling the effects of what's going on. Like I said, I actually picked up a hustle. All right. A very unique one. I'm deciding what I'm going to do about this later on, you know, because it kind of put me in a kind of unique situation. It's something different. And we aren't affected by it yet. We just been minimized a little bit. But if it doesn't keep going, it doesn't hurt me. I'm fine regardless. I've set myself up to be people are really stretching for content. When I dropped that mall video about what the situation did to the culture, I didn't want to put it out there right away because it would give the appearance that I was kind of capitalized off, you know, people misery, and I'm not into that by far. But after having a conversation with someone who used to work with me in that field, all right, if you're new to the channel, I have a 17-year, basically career field of experience. I have 17 years experience in public health dealing with stuff like this. So I know a lot about what's going on. I know a lot about what you should not be doing. I know a lot about what you should not be listening to. All right. Now, I have been entertaining myself with the people who have gone live with their rants and stuff like this. And I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Just stop. Okay. And one thing that is going to sound odd, because also I have a degree in radio, television, film. I've said that quite a bit. And I'm actually pursuing a degree in media relations, communications, media relations. So that deals with how your image is presented in the media, how you communicate with the media as a business entity or as a private citizen or as a preeminent public figure. The spin, if you will. I don't like using that, but the delivery of the correct message. That's what we're doing right now. So people don't feel like you're misleading people. The media. The media has thrown people into a frenzy. There's not, I'm going to say it right now. Read my lips. Listen to me. There is not a food or household goods supply shortage. Okay. The only shortage that is occurring is because people are listening to the media outlets and saying, oh, I need to stock up. That's the only thing. Okay. That's what's triggering all of this. The stores themselves, okay, these commercial entities have said already, we're fine. We have everything. You're just depleting it because of panic. All right. I mean, people are buying food that normally doesn't sell out. I was in Walmart the other day picking up a few things. I don't let my refrigerator get depleted. Bottled water is a luxury. I'm going to talk about that for a second, too. I was fine. I had all that stuff in the house. I was good. Whoever. You come by the house, you're straight. I'm not like, man, I don't have that. I'm good. I got steaks in the fridge right now. I got chicken in the fridge. I was fine. I had all that stuff frozen and ready to go. I was in there picking up a couple of snacks that most people don't buy. So I went down the aisle because I was making one of my daughter's favorite meals, and I passed the olives. The olives had sold out. How often do you use olives in food? People are just buying stuff now. It's like the club. I have nowhere to go, so I'm going to go hang out in the food store and just buy stuff because people are getting into altercations because they think stuff is gone. They're lining up at 5 o'clock in the morning, just buying stuff. Okay. My thing is this. If there's certain things in life you should never have one or two of, okay. Toilet paper, okay. Toothpaste and deodorant. If you're down to one or two, you are flirting with disaster. Okay. I have a few bathrooms in my place and they're well stocked. Just from being in the military for that long, there's some things you just keep there. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It's people are literally bored and in a panic. And right now, here in San Antonio, it's starting to even out a little bit. I noticed it this past weekend where I was like, okay, I'm seeing stuff on the shelves. Maybe people are just tired of buying stuff and they realize I don't have any more space in the refrigerator. But I saw the video on that as well. Shout out to Skip Goes Hard for posting the military side of it. I didn't want to do that. I was on Fort Sam Houston the other day, and I just wanted to see what was going on, and it was interesting. But in their food court, they had the social distance thing with the tables spaced out and all that. And we're at a time where hey, what's going on, Kenneth? If you don't vote, okay, or you feel like there's not a good candidate, this is the time right now to are fighting because somebody wants to be responsible and say, hey, we did this. The Democrats did this. The Republicans did this. It's the same situation. It's very wealthy people who want to take credit and hold power for a long time. That's all it is. They cannot decide to give people who make $75,000 or less $1,500 or $2,500 per family plus $500 per kid or whatever it was. Okay, the fact of the matter that forget the numbers. There was a package for your everyday citizen for some help to kind of carry them over in this very precarious time. And they're fighting over it because somebody wants to own it. I get it. These corporations, you're fine. Okay. You're fine. Put measures in place where they can't buy back their stocks and boost themselves up for 2 years. I like that. But they have nothing really to do with this. They're going to be fine. If you're hurting, it's because you're a very small business. Okay. And your revenue is generated by the everyday citizen. Period. So that's that. But like I said, sneaker YouTubers are reaching for content. You had the top 5 sneakers that you wear, and it morphed into something else. It was like your top 5 sneakers that you wear, the top 5 in the collection. I don't know what it was. I got a message saying, hey, you're going to post your sneakers, whatever. Then I got another one. It was saying the top 5 in your collection or the top 5 you wore. So I didn't post anything. I was like, this is crazy. People are just reaching for content now. I got to put out something because I'm trying to hit that threshold so Google can send me that $100 check. Cool. It is what it is. But I didn't partake in it because I was like, we're just running out of ideas at this moment. We can't go out and buy stuff. All right. We got to wait for stuff to come in the mail. And if you're going through Amazon, this is non-sneaker related, there's priorities. You're not going to get the stuff that isn't a priority that they're going to hold in their fulfillment centers. That's just the way it is. So we have sneaker YouTubers literally going, what can I make a video about? And y'all know me. I could do this because I don't drop content all the time. I give y'all maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks or whatever. That's why I say I don't feel like editing a video. I have no sneakers that I purchase because y'all know me. I go to the store, all right? I go to the buildings. I do that before I'll actually order a sneaker. I seldom order a sneaker, and I usually still get what I want. I'm not a big release chaser like that. So somebody asked me, did I go after the Incredible Hog mids? I looked, I got busy. I left it at that. I left it alone. All right. So, things like that, but just be safe, man. Just to rehash my video about, the issue. This is something that species jumped. Okay. This is the scientific theory. I'm going to err on the side of science, not on the media. I'm going to tell you what I know from staring at microscopes and taking samples and stuff and interviewing people and going to bad places and checking stuff out. I did like them. I love the Hulk. I love mids. I'm Mr. Midlife Crisis, but I didn't pursue them. So when you have this, it's just like any organism. It's fight or flight, was it fight or flee or whatever. It does things to ensure it's going to live. It found a new host. It said, hey, I could thrive in this environment. It mutated, hence the 19. Those numbers, that -19 is the strain of the virus. This particular strain affects humans. That's what it is. It originated from, so they say, just for the conspiracy theorists out there, from what's called a wet market, where they actually slaughter the meat in front of you. And it's all kinds of animals in that place. Okay. So Wuhan was the epicenter. People are traveling. You know how many people are in China? People are going all over the world. And boom, it only takes one person to come in contact with a few people. And it's like a 20. Don't like is the 25 and under generation are totally, I'm saying stereotypically, all right? If it doesn't apply to you, just let it fly. But stereotypically, we have seen that 25 and under, 18 to 25 bracket, aka the millennials, who have been very apathetic to this because the media has put out, if you're young and healthy, you're going to be fine. So they're like, oh, it doesn't affect us. Let's go party. Let's go hang out. You had these boneheads, all right, that select few out of that populace to go down to Florida in spring break. Thousands of people. You don't know where people came from and where they were, interacting with people. Like I said, right now there's 9 cases just from that. Confirmed. Got it? Confirmed. Meaning they know about it. So that's what's happening. Just limit your contact with groups of people. That's all. Wash your hands, man. And shout out to the service workers, for real. If you work in the industry and you provide a direct service to people, there is one of these quote unquote unglamorous jobs people like to tease people about. you are on the front lines with this. And I'm not just talking about healthcare workers. I'm talking about your restaurant workers right now who taking the hit, food service workers, your environmental service people, things like that, people that keep things clean that people frown upon with those jobs. Those are the people right now that are the heroes, right? Not these boneheads, throwing stuff out there in the media and these politicians, man. It's those people that are really keeping you safe and keeping the country sustained. The truck drivers, can't stress that enough. Shout out to all my homeboys and homegirls who are truck drivers, because I do have two that I grew up with that now drive trucks. So shout out to them. They're doing their thing out there. So just be safe, man. Be safe. I had no desire to go back into that field when I was done. And now you see why. It's not, nobody knows about you until stuff like this happens. That's the way it is. Hey, what's good with the sneakers? Yeah, like I said, it's bigger things right now than, oh, I can't get my shoes. Oh, I can't get this. Oh, you better try to stay alive by doing the right thing. Okay? For those people who don't get regular checkups, see what happens? You don't know what's going on with your body. You don't know if you're immunocompromised or not because you don't get regular checkups. Hopefully, it's just because apathy, and it's not because financially you can't do that. All right, make sure you got some health insurance. Make sure you got some life insurance. Okay? GoFundMe is not life insurance. Oh, that bothers me. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, this I'm kind of parodying what's going on. A lot of us are going live because it's kind of like I can't think of any content to put out, so I'm just gonna get on here and talk. All right, I'm gonna get on here and talk. That's what people are doing right now, literally. And I can't do it all the time because of my schedule. Sometimes I get home, I'm like, man, I should do a video. I got some stuff I want to, cut up and edit and everything, but I'm like, I'm tired. I'm not in the mood for it. I'm going to sleep. Okay. Or I'm going to watch a movie to take my mind off what's going away. That's what's going on, man. But yeah, for sure. Right now here in San Antonio, I'm going to say this. If people of higher stature come across this, I don't care. What are you going to do to me? You have failed the people. Governor Abbott, you have failed the citizens of Texas. And here's why. You put money before people's health. This is a huge state, okay? It takes you about 11 hours to drive from El Paso, which is almost the furthest most point in Texas going west, to Houston. All right? Which is almost the furthest. You still got another hour when you get to Port Arthur and everything to get out of Texas. But you're talking about almost 11 and a half hours of people traveling around. Okay? You got the I-35 corridor that takes you into Mexico all the way up to the Metroplex area, which is the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You got all these people. Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about, EJ. But you have to limit people's movement. And the way you do that is that you close down these places that aren't essential. And the problem I have with this is that you have some of these businesses. I get it. You need to make money. Well, it's not that bad here. It's not that bad here. Then it's like, it's gradually upticking. And you can't say, well, there's 1.5 million people here and we have 15 cases. That's 15 that you know about that were moving around that came in contact. Remember I told you about the tournament thing? There's probably more that haven't gotten checked. That's just the way it is. Now, let's go to the conspiracy theory side. Famous people. When is the last time that a famous person just came out? Well, famous people came out in mass and said, hey, I'm sick. When does that happen? When does that happen? You got Sean Payton, the coach from the Saints. You got all those NBA players. You got Idris Elba, Tom Hanks. You name it, just to name a few. Just the bigger names out there. That, hey, I have it. I'm fine. I'm doing this, and that. When is it? When do we ever just find out people's health information like that? Like it's vogue from the healthcare arena, HIPAA. All right, even though you're divulging your health status, it's just weird and it's very peculiar that people are doing that. Then you got what's the guy Weinstein? All right, the Hollywood nutcase that was raping people and things like that. Harvey Weinstein. Oh, he has coronavirus. What? It's mind boggling. It's if you aren't a conspiracy theorist, it's like right now you're kind of like, I don't know. And this is the part where I hate social media, where people putting out all this stuff. Oh, the National Guard was seen here doing this, and that. And I'm like, where? Show me pictures. Show me the video footage. Show me the footage. All right, all this stuff. Then you got the book, the Dean Koontz book, talking in 2020. Okay, it's kind of weird that that's actually happening in 2020 when he wrote about it way back in the 80s. Like I said, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but it's weird. Okay, it's very, very weird. It's very peculiar. But knowing what I know, I don't put it past the government. All right, so let me put on my conspiracy theorist hat for a second. Just what if we have a global economic issue that we really don't know about too well? Who puts a strain on the global economy? People. So how do you alleviate the strain? You can't put more goods and services into the revenue. What if we didn't have as many people in certain places? How about it? But I'll also have this thing about natural selection. So let's go back in the history. You had the plague. The plague basically in its more primitive and simplistic forms within this ecosystem right here. You have to go. Some of you have to die to reset this. And that's the way it was. The Spanish influenza, you have overpopulation and stuff like this happens. But if man is triggering this, that is very, very wrong. That is very, very wrong. So I'll leave it with that. I'm done with the pandemic thing. Just be safe out there. Don't take it for granted because you just never know. All right. If it's real, it's real. Take it if it's real. Err on the side of it. But do not watch the same media outlet over and over and over again. Watch different stuff. Okay. Because when you watch different stuff, you hear different details that some of these outlets have no desire to talk about. All right. They have a slant for a reason. You notice Fox tends to lean, to the right, CNNBC to the left a little bit, all that CNN to the left, where people were really, really hyping up a certain sneaker that released this weekend. And that was the Air Max 95 Jordan 4, the neon joint with the suede and all that. People were really pushing that shoe, but because people could not get to the mall, the reseller hype wasn't there, and these things are literally chilling online. And I said it. I said it is the price. Period. People don't like that 225. That's all it is. They don't like that 225. Oh man, those are sitting. I hate to use that word. They're available. Let's go with available. They're available. All right. So if you really, really wanted that shoe, you would order it. But people aren't ordering. I can't sell it because I can't run to the mall and buy them up like that and overcharge people. That's what's going on. Now, the other thing too, I'm going to dip back into it. Is it kind of weird that a lot of these releases got pushed back around the same time all this stuff is happening? This limited movement, quarantine type thing. And it looks like they're all going to pop back up once it's all over and said and done with. Now, what happens to the sneakers that these stores have to hold for 2 and 3 weeks before they put out there? They're sitting on some releases already. They already have their stock. All right. They got their inventory and they're holding on to it. So what happens when all this gets opened back up and everything? People can freely move around again and these stores open. It should be a free fall. So how do they post these releases? Somebody tell me in the comment section. Somebody tell me about that. How do you pulse these releases when that happens? Let everybody get caught up, because I know I'm ahead of everybody a little bit. And while I'm waiting on the answers for that, for those who are in the live, um, somebody asked me, how do you able to just keep rolling with the live like this? I was on live radio for almost a year. Okay, I was on broadcast radio for a year, and we didn't script anything. Coupons, true, might be an idea. What else y'all got for me? Because I'm curious. Remember, we got the court purples coming out. That's only like the only sneaker I'm really like, okay, I want those. Okay, I can wait for the mail to come in for those. I'm cool with those. Matter of fact, I have a situation right now with my daughter's sneakers that got caught up in this whole stores closing and things like that, where she has to wait for two pairs of sneakers so we can swap them out because I got them from the store. So yeah, I'm feeling the effects of that already. Online right now, we have to like live watch the videos, and I didn't want my PC, in my bedroom, with the all that. Nah, I'd rather them see sneakers in the bedroom, you know. So I'm gonna do my live class from there. Yeah, I'm curious how they're gonna release these sneakers, because they're like right now. I want to say they're gonna be about 3 weeks backed up in releases. So if this is a time where you normally miss out, all you gotta do is get up when they open the doors again. I can just imagine people being, the malls are going to be jam packed when this is all said and done, unless people are just broke from buying stuff online. It's crazy. And for the first time, I've seen like, if you order something online, they almost give you an approximate date when you could get them. I've never seen that before. Normally they say like 3 to 5 days, 5 to 7 days. And this is the other thing I meant to talk about too. If you're an online shopper, this is the time to really devote yourself to. Well, I take that back. I digress. I said it in reverse. If you're not an online shopper like me, this is the time. Yeah, first come, first serve. This is the time that you probably should online shop. I literally had to turn off notifications on some of my apps because they have been hammering me. I'm going to name you too: Foot Action, Foot Locker, who else? Finish Line, 40% off, Soul Premise, you name it. They're just beating Detail R. Detail R was killing me. I had to turn them off first because they know that brick and mortar stores are hurting right now. They are hurting. So it's like we got to find a way to get these customers in it, to go online and buy stuff. So now they got stock. It's like, oh, our warehouses are kind of spilling over. We got to get rid of some of this time to open up the pockets. Yeah, you do. You got a few holidays coming up. I think they're going to have like a surplus sale, because it's going to get to the point in some places where people are like, my money's tight. I'm not out here buying shoes and stuff like that. I'm trying to maintain. They're gonna have to lower those prices to draw people back in, but it gives you a good glimpse how much you overpay for shoes. That's why I always try to get stuff for the sale and for the low. Hold on for a second, y'all. I told y'all a while ago I had kind of eased up on the sneakers a lot, and I was doing like, I was really getting into the wardrobe thing, and a lot of people do like the kicks and sneakers. So I've been low key delving into the sock game. So Stance, I had to. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, right here. I love Wu Tang. More to follow on that. And these are the Raekwon only built for Cuban link socks that I think I got for like $3 or $4 from Shoe Palace way before this happened. And the top on that also got the Wu Tang Protect Your Neck socks right there, man. Shaolin Street Academy, dope. And I live in San Antonio. They aren't huge Wu Tang fans, by the way. If you are, shout out to you live in San Antonio. But it's just a different vibe down here. Then I got these Notorious B.I.G. joints right here. And of course I got some sneakers that's gonna go well with these. For sure. I mean to show y'all those. Maybe I did. I can't remember. So what happened with that is that I did a massive foot action haul. What I thought for about a week and a half. It was the most irritating thing ever. I scrapped the video. I did. I still have the footage. I'm not going to release it because it frustrated me, because I was literally sitting there waiting for stuff. And I go, wait a minute, I got that. It was the most mind-numbing experience ever. Just like stuff going off on my phone saying stuff was delivered, and coming to find out I had it already. It was horrible, y'all. So no thumbs up for foot action for that debacle. And I haven't ordered anything from them since, but I had 40% off this entire haul that I had. I'm talking about t-shirts, jeans, hoodies, sweats, you name it. It was in there, all for like $139. Hey, what's up, JJ all day? Yeah, I just jumped on here, y'all, because I said I didn't feel like editing the video. I didn't. I really didn't. It's crazy. Matter of fact, Wednesday is supposed to be 91 degrees out here. We didn't get much of a winter. I got all these hoodies over here. Somebody didn't get a chance to wear, so I don't know. 2020 has been a very, very peculiar year already, and we're not even out of March yet. Not even out of March. And the sneaker culture is just thrown out of whack. Out of whack. Yeah, for real, man. Throw it away. It's crazy. I don't like the cliches, but literally throw 2020 away. The other thing too I'm starting to see are some suspect cops. Like, well, I'm actually saying, where did you get those from? Just watch sneaker YouTube. People are showing up with sneakers, and the timing's not quite so right. Okay. And it's like 190 brand new with defects. I can't remember what sneaker it was. And I was like, what is this? How does that happen? How is the used sneaker more than the new sneaker? But it was like 190 brand new with defects. Weird. I'm going to try to find that. I had never seen anything like that before. And it made me kind of wonder, what was up with that. Oh, it was those white Zoom Air Jordan 1s. I think it was that. The Zoom RTs. Yeah, the racers, whatever they are. I knew. Does it say with defects? Yeah. Okay. Here it is. My phone's about to die, y'all. It says buy new with defects. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all see that? At the bottom. Buy new with defects. Are you doing, GOAT? Buy new with defects. The sneakers are new but have imperfections. What are we selling, GOAT? What are we selling? Riddle me that. And I'm looking at this right now. All right. B grades. We'll know about B grades in a couple of months if they hit outlets. Right now, I'm not too sure about this, but let's just err on the side of watch how you spend your money. Okay, you see that at the top? Hope you can see it. My phone's about to die. I had it on all day and didn't charge it up. So it says, please review the seller's photos carefully. The sneakers are new but have imperfections. No returns will be accepted. So I wear size 9. What? See, this is suspect already. It says right here, lowest price 250. Seller says lid of box is crumpled from UPS. Box badly damaged. Condition new with defects. Now, what shoes tend to have crumpled boxes? Because I haven't received a sneaker from Foot Action, Foot Locker, Finish Line, Shoe Palace, even Jimmy Jazz with their slow selves, where my box was damaged because it was double box and it usually had some bubble wrap or some paper stuffed in there, something like that, and or the box was much bigger and it had something to keep it. I've even had foam inside my boxes. Even when I got a sneaker I got my Laney Fives from the Goat app, and they're basically like a 9.5 out of 10. The guy hardly ever wore those sneakers. Those were bubble wrapped and double wrapped and stuff like that inside the box. I'm just saying. I'm not saying they got them, from, laying ho. You know what I'm saying? We go, take a little voyage. All right, we'll get our Marco Polo on. I'm not saying it came from there, but you have a sneaker with defects that's brand new with a damaged box. Now, like I said, I'm a very subjective person. I have purchased sneakers from Finish Line, Foot Action in the store where the corner of my box was a little dinged. And that's probably because it's one of the outer sneakers in that case lot that they get. But to have the box basically just kind of crushed up a little bit, meaning they flew in from somewhere and probably had something pushed on top of it. Look, I'm not gonna say it. All right, but go there. You got some explaining to do. All right, if you letting this stuff slide through, know where you're spending your money. Now, let me back up for a second. I've said it countless times with you all. I never count another man's money. Okay, unless A, I helped him make it, B, I gave it to him, or C, I'm about to take it from him. All right, I'll leave it at that. However, I will advise you, know where your money is going to and where that product came from. Just a little something you do when you got extra time on your hands. And I wasn't even looking on the Goat app. Man, that's a stretch, EJ. In Dubai. Now, I've flown with sneakers that I purchased in another state. And, I checked the bag in and stuff like that, and they got beat up. It happens. Matter of fact, I got 2 pair up here right now. My pair that I bought in Vegas. The box, matter of fact, these right here, the box is a little compressed. And these joints, the box is a little compressed. But, and a few in here, right, that I flew home with. But that's to be expected. But to say that it's brand new and the shoe has defects, brand new with defects, hmm, you buy, huh? All right, EJ. I'm not saying it's not out of touch, out of reach, but hey, the sheikhs like they like steals and deals too sometimes. Look, I try to limit my lives to about an hour, you all. I try not to hold you all. Um, but yeah, that's just the stuff I'm seeing going on out here. These are very trying times, man. It's a very weird, unique place to be in. And somebody asked me, "Oh, I know the last sneaker I did buy. I'm going to show y'all in a second. I'll be right back." Saucony, Puma, you name it. I got them in the collection. But this is a this is a very OG sneaker right here, y'all, in this box. But however, there's a story behind it, and I bought this, of course, like an accordion, like the mariachi band played it. But yeah, this sneaker right here is a true OG sneaker. Um, Somebody showed these before. I'm trying to remember. I saw these on somebody's channel, and they didn't get a lot of love because a lot of people don't really know the history of the sneaker right here. And like I said, I have some Adidas in my collection, but just to get off the beaten path for a second, Adidas has taken a PR hit because when Nike closed their doors, Adidas was like, "Oh, it's courageous to still offer product, in the times that we're in for our athletes and all that stuff." And it's like, "Oh, this is our chance to jump over Nike," and they had to shut down. So they had to go back and apologize, if you will. They got smacked. But anyway, this particular sneaker right here, if you know your OG sneakers, all right, the top 10 high was the premier basketball shoe of its time, first released in the 70s. It was worn by the best players, the highest level of competition worldwide, and developed for the 10 best players of the time, hence the name Top 10. With the success of these basketball in the late 80s, the top 10 shoe model established three stripes of market comfort and quality, a revolution in comfort and far more advanced than competitors. The top 10 high shoe model changed directions of sneakers forever. Year release 1979. OG colorway. All right. Here you have the Adidas top 10. Y'all see that tag right there. And I'm going to talk about this for a second because these retail actually at I want to say 110, 100, but I did not pay that for these. Shout out to City Gear, and it was Q the Queen. That's who it was. She talked about this sneaker, and this is my third pair, by the way, in the last 3 years. I had the white and green pair I got from Ross, Marshalls. I sold them because I wasn't wearing them, and I had the triple black lows. It's one of my first videos, by the way, that I did. I think it's my first video. Ooh, that video was cringy. Hey, give me a thumbs up if y'all want me to roast my very first video. Let me know. Let me know. I've never done anything like that. But how much did I pay for these? These, yeah, they don't have. Oh, it was on promo already. 48.68 before the madness. So I belong to a group on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook heavy, you all, so don't ask me. Okay, but I'm on there for family and the sneakers group. That's it. I'm not a big Facebook guy. Once I stopped doing radio, I got away from Facebook. I basically took my profile down, I deleted it and brought it back up. And I said, you know something? I don't think I know 150 people personally. All right. So I'm around 135 or something like that, I think. And I don't go on that often, but I do go to our sneakers Facebook page. And there was a navy blue and orange pair, I think, they were just going in because something about a receipt. But the two moderators were just clowning each other, man. Yeah, it's more than that. It's more colorways than this. Trust me. There's more. EJ, there's way, 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 way more. They just kind of release them every so often. And right now I think the ones that's popping is a red and white and a green and white, pretty much almost monochrome that's really doing numbers right now. People are going at it because of the sale. But anyway, they were like, how did you get those? And he was like, I've been had them. All right. And everybody was like, yeah, right. Well, the other moderator was like, yeah, right. So he started demanding a receipt. So with my generation of the sneaker culture, this is like a must have to have in your collection. You have to have these, man. People might question your people will go come at you like I need the receipt. So I started off the craze with the posting with the receipt and everything. So every time somebody posts it, like I don't want no problems. Here's my receipt. It's a running joke, man. A $44 running joke. Okay. That people are paying for last. But like I said, from Baltimore, where our sneaker placement in the culture is undeniable. We saved the Air Force One. Don't you forget it. Okay? Don't you forget it. We saved the Air Force One. But that was the last sneaker I actually purchased. And I had no designs of grabbing anything else because I told you all a while ago on my channel, late February through March is when I go back and cop sneakers that I passed on because the prices on them drop dramatically. And that's what we're seeing now, but it's also being fueled by what's going on. So if you missed out on some sneakers like the Bloodlines, people are buying those like crazy now because I've seen all the way down to like 119 or something, 109. People that I don't want those, but now you're buying them. I get it. For the right price, you're grabbing. Cool. But if you really don't like the sneaker, don't buy them. All right, don't buy them because they went on sale. Because it means you wanted them, but you didn't want to have to justify your purchase because you let people shape your thoughts. That's one thing. When I did my interview video, I said, I'm an influencer. Whether hey, you got to get these, you got to get these. If the price is right, then yeah, get them. But I don't try to, hype shoes up like that. I don't think if I got a sponsorship deal with a brand, they would hold me very long for that because I'm not into telling people what to buy and why you shouldn't buy it. That's just being real. Because sometimes the brands release clunkers and they want you to review them and say good things about. You see it all the time with some of these sneaker YouTubers. They know the shoe isn't palatable to them. They gotta force themselves to say good things because they want to continue to receive that check in those shoes. You know, that's what it is. All right, it's like you work a job you don't like, and you like the check, but you can't publicly bash them. That's just the way it is. But we got 7 minutes on the clock right now. I told y'all I'm going to hold you. Somebody hit me with the last topic so we can get out of here. I'll wait. If not, I'll jump into my last deal. Let's give it about 30 seconds before y'all chime in. But like I said, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, man. Before I close it out, I am very, very close to 2,000, and I'm doing a giveaway. Okay, I'm doing a giveaway. Hopefully you can fit it. What I'm sending. If you are the person that gets selected, I might give away to 2 people. All right, I might do that, but hopefully you can fit it. And yeah, I'm not somebody that's gonna be grabbing some sneakers or something like that and handing it off for 2K. It's just something I had for a while. I never wore it. The tag is still on it. Actually, a couple of these things. A randomizer thing. Oh yeah, I got forms. Hold on. How Jake said it. dipped in the stash. What's going on right here? Hold on. Ooh, don't fall over on me. Turn right there for a second. All right. Yeah. So you got those white with the silver joints right there. The form redefined because they put some good cushion in there. If you know about the true OG forms, the cushion in those weren't great. So Adidas. Okay, here's a box that got shipped via the plane. This does not come from over there. And like I said, I wear these joints to show y'all. Look at this shoe. I didn't clean these up. You got some dirt in there. All right. Got these royal blue and white joints. And I have never thought twice about selling these. I love these, man. Just kept them there. True OG stuff over here. Okay. But got the forms on deck. All right. Shout out to the Lace Up sneaker event. Appreciate those two young men. I did well. That was my first time selling at a sneaker show. I did come in at the Spurs Sneaker Slam with 3 pair. I sold 3 pair then, but this was my first time being a true vendor. I had a table and I did really well. I had some steals, some serious steals on my table. People were shocked that I was letting go stuff for such reasonable prices. And you do better when you're fair. So I do appreciate those people who did purchase from me. And I actually gained some subscribers from that too. So if you came from the Lace Up Sneaker event to the channel, I appreciate you. Thank you. With 2,000, I am doing a giveaway just to show you all I appreciate you and for rocking with me for the past 3 years and a couple months. Yeah, people do, man, because they follow waves. They follow waves. They try to keep up with people and stuff. I'm gonna show you another pair of rare sneakers in my collection. I've been meaning to wear them. But I said I gotta watch how much I wear these because I got a feeling about them. They might not make it. Be right back. You've been around that long. I'm using that platform for something else in this very room. So, excuse me, I'm not using. So right here, you have the Air Griffey Max joints right here, man. I forgot the colorway, and these are the OG joints, the Sierra Mariners joints. So if you look closely, I got a story behind it. An annoying story, but a very funny story to show how people can be at times. And right here, you got the Safari joints, man. All that's 3M. Okay, that's 3M on there with that infrared. And yes, you see that. If you get a little closer, I apologize, y'all, for not having the light set up properly. But these are yellowing really, really bad. I tried to recover them with the EB Kicks covering thing, but I'm just going to buy some Angelus and repaint these. But I'm kind of afraid to wear these because this air bubble feels a little suspect, man. Feels a little suspect. Yeah, Pete, you know I post my Air Griffey Max, man, and these were, yeah, these no, I got another pair. They're in another room. I got 3 pairs that I didn't post. All right, I did not post these, but the Air Griffey Max is a true OG sneaker. The Air Griffey Max won because they came up with different versions of these, and yeah, I love these. So anyway, before I get out of here, I'm gonna tell the story. Ooh, uh-oh. That does not feel good. I don't know about these. I might have to test fire these in the house. Anyway, I'll put that one down. An ex-girlfriend of mine years ago bought me a pair of these. I'm seeing stuff on this sneaker, man, because they're in the drop front in front of me. It got some serious yellow right there. Y'all see that? Ooh, man. But she bought me a pair of these, and when we split, she took them back. She's like, "Oh, these are limited. They had just released, and people bought them up." And I was like, "Oh, dang, I appreciate it." and I found them. I actually found them at an outlet, stashed in the back, in the wrong box and everything. And we came across each other. And ironically, I had these on. And she looked down and she was pissed. I think she went home and checked, make sure I didn't rob her or something like that. But she was like, and I just went. I went, yeah, don't play with me. Don't play with me. But yeah, I have been holding out with these P. I've been meaning to post them. Couple of favorites in my collections that I can't let go. Couple of favorites I can't let these go. Even if they start crumbling, I'm probably just going to put them in a box and hold on to them because this was a sneaker that my parents definitely weren't buying me, and I was broke back then when these released. I think I was in college or just starting graduating high school or something, man. But the Mariners Air Griffey Max and the Safari joints, man. There's more to it than Jordans, and my collection will show you that. Collection is very, very, very diverse. Very diverse. Some people are like, I'm not a collector. Well, I pretty much am. All right. I'm not really a reseller. I can't really classify myself as a reseller. I have sold sneakers that I've worn or sneakers that I purchased and never worn and sold them much later. So that's really not reselling. Um, just once though. Just once, a pair of Obsidians. I talk about that a lot. So I'm out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all, dropping in. Remember that 2K, tell a friend, join the channel, subscribe. Kind of fell through. So I might be looking to some other artists to do something for me. But yeah, I wanted something to hit a little bit harder than what I have with the thing right there, y'all see. But I do have something for the um the random person for the 2K. Okay, I'll do a video once I hit that. Very, 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 very close. Can't stress it enough. It's been a very long, hard road, and I appreciate everybody for being there. But I told you all, I get these comments all the time, and I really appreciate it. They say you should have way more subscribers than you do because how you present stuff on your channel. I'm not for everybody. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to do some things that a lot of sneaker YouTubers do. I stick to my lane. I stick to my brand of sneaker YouTubing. That's just the way it is. If you do comedy, you do comedy. That's your thing. If you get the releases early, that's your thing. I don't jump into that. I just do me. I don't have to remember being me. That's just the way I do it. But like I always say, it's not about how much you pay for the sneakers, it's why you pay that much. And I'm out of here. Comment, like, subscribe. We're on our way to 2K. I hate saying that because I feel like I'm begging for subscribers, but the 2K is a big deal for the channel considering what we've done. And shout out to everybody that's had me on one of their lives. I was trying to bring up the OBS stream, and they did an update, and it's not agreeing with my laptop. So I keep saying I'm going to bring people into the live, and I got to figure out what's going on. But I'm out of here, y'all. Boom.